this. Maybe even get it warmer real quick. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. Hello world, PDR coming at you here with a 2015 Infiniti QX60. Super nice car for a super nice family, but what it has is a, sorry about the background noise, we do have the microphone on, hopefully that sounds good. We bought a studio mic this time. It does have a little crease, and if you're looking closely, you'll see, let's analyze this dent. We do have the meditation music playing, I'll turn that down a little. If you were to analyze this dent really tightly, you'll see that these lines come down and then they shift. So this actually is a factory body line. It's very slight, and it gives me two little high tugs right on the top. So before I really attack this dent, I'm gonna take out these two little high tugs with my cherry tip R4 and just really lightly get some of that tension out of it right where that body line is. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Checking the mic. There's not a lot of tapping I'm going to do with this one. We're going to turn the heat on. Sorry about the background noise. Now I've checked access on this, and my tool gets to about half of that dent, and then I think there's a wall that stops right here. So what we do is we grab little J and we sneak in here sneaky like behind the wire grommet, and we get all the way down and back up, and I can basically slide all the way through that dent. Another little tip trick thing that you might want to know if you're ever using the wire grommet is make sure that the back side of your tool is not pinching a wire, right? Because then their window won't roll up anymore. Now, I'm already on it. My glasses are kind of fogging up. I'm using the fog. Let's say fog as many times as we can. And I'm on the top edge of this dent. Let's actually change my angle, because I changed the angle so that you guys could see it. But now I need to see it. So I'll show you how I'm using my tool, but I'm actually using the tip of the blade. And I've drawn it back so that it goes out like a little elbow, and that elbow is my fulcrum, the actual tool itself. So I'm not really pushing off of anything but the back of this wall right here. And we got it out to about 40% out now. Bringing her on down. We're taking our time, going really nice and slow on this one. Nice and slow means I might have it done in 5 minutes. But if I tried to go fast, it might take me an hour. Hence, patience. Lesson in patience. I can teach it now because I've learned it. So now what we've got is about 5 to 10% of that dent. An advertisement on the radio, and let's move the board back a little bit so we can see a little bit finer angle and what we're really looking at. I know it's going to be tougher for you guys to see, but I'm going to have my face right up here on this wall. I don't even think I need the heat anymore. We've got both of our Get a Grip products on. Now that I've moved it farther back, I can see a lot more. Slide my tool just a little bit so I can see where I'm at. And I'm going to actually put my hand behind this, just so that I'm going to come off my hand this time, because then I can really feel the tension on how hard I want to push, because I'm pushing off my hand. So it's kind of a little tip, especially when you're at the end of a dent and you don't want to push too hard, and straight metal to metal with a real nice solid brace can very easily make high pushes. Now, at this point in the video is when I say I sure do appreciate everybody that clicks on this video. I really do. We're getting her down. We're getting her down to almost nothing now. We get this tool out. Just gonna try number one and see what I can get to. Because if I can come in and slide in the same way I did on that last one, then I have all the angle and movement that I need. And I can. So now that I've actually moved the dent out a little bit, away from that inner brace, the number one tool can slide up in there a little bit. And now we're just dialing in to the very center. This is some very, very, I I wouldn't say high difficulty, I would just say high technical work right here. The only thing that makes it not super difficult is the nice access I have, which is great. I love having this, you know, a dent that's just 5 inches away from the hole that I'm working. You heard it right there, I almost made a mistake. Just taking my time. I might even want to turn on a little bit of heat, the very last bit, but I think for what we're doing right here, we're getting it out very nice. Beautiful day out here in the great Northwest, and it's probably about 60 degrees. So if anybody's wondering why I didn't want to use the glue pulling, it's just because of the access. No need for a glue if I can get a tool right behind it like this. Now we're talking about a tiny little wave, and this might be one of those ones, guys, that I get out to the point that you can't even find it on the video, but I might spend another 5 minutes off camera just dialing in this last little tiny pocket. I know we got kind of a quick little video for you here today, because I did this dent pretty quick, but we also do have another one that's a glue puller that we might even film, depending on how good this microphone sounds. So now we're gonna do what we always should do, which is called cross-checking. And let's get this thing sideways on this dent and look straight down into it. And those lines, they should all tighten up right through that body line, but they shouldn't have a little football barrel look. And I think, gosh, it's always good to, when you can't find the dent, right? Let me see where it was. I think it was right around here. Yeah, it was right here. So, I don't see it in the cross, but as I move the board a little bit up, barely see just a teeny bit. So that might be the thing that we have to do off camera. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Turn this back on, turn it all the way up. Right. Oh, it's so hard to see. It's right there. Just a tiny little wave. So I think what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm just gonna work on this little tiny wave for about 5 minutes, but we'll just call it right here because we're already at the 95% mark. So I'll just say the thing that I sure do appreciate everybody clicking on this video. If you want to hit us with a thumbs up, wifey and I love to see the community grow. You know, hit us at the subscribe and toggle the little bell. Other than that, hey, another dent done. This is PDR and I'm out. Peace.